You're still watching this morning live on Metro TV. We are live on DSTV channel 277, live on Facebook and YouTube Metro TV Ghana. This morning we are looking at childhood cancer awareness, and we know September is childhood cancer awareness, and every September we do advocacy organizations and health care institutes also do all these things. And this morning I have an amazing two ladies and a gentleman. I would love them to introduce themselves. So I'll start with the lady in red. Who's your name?
My name is Dr. Marietta Appeadu Mensah. I'm a medical officer with the Childhood Cancer Unit at Greater Accra.
Okay, and you?
My name is Lion John Agbodzalu, a member of Tema Greenwich Lions Club.
Okay. And finally?
Mine is Gloria Pwamang, lead advocate, Pwamang Child Cancer Foundation.
It's good to have you here. We are all here to talk about childhood cancer awareness, but then let me start with a medical doctor. What is it like for a child with cancer at an early age? What is life for that particular child?
When we take the life of a child with cancer, it begins first from maybe just a brief period of a little bit of illness that looks like it will go away.
Okay.
And then maybe with further investigation, the family has to be told or grapple with the fact that this is more than just a one-day wonder or a malaria that you treat for 3 days and it's over. It has implications on the school life of the child. It has implications. Sometimes we keep them out of school for a while. It implies multiple hospital visits for quite a period of time. It has financial implications on the family. It means that this child has to be taking a lot of injections, a lot of medication, which they may not really understand at that age. So the impact on the child, apart from the physical period of illness, there is also the psychological impacts, the educational impact.
Okay.
But the good news with childhood cancer is that it's, for the most part, it's curable.
It's curable. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Let me come to you. You have a foundation, and with the years of experience, you've seen these kids go through a lot of things she mentioned. How is it like for them, and how are they supposed to be treated?
So with the foundation, I have actually experienced childhood cancer because my daughter had osteosarcoma. That's the cancer of the bone. So we went through treatment, as doctor said, as very emotional for the family, and it's very stressful. And she started the foundation after she was done with the initial treatment. But then we lost her, I think 2 years after the treatment. She had a relapse. So it's a lot when you talk about childhood cancers. For us as a foundation, what we do is that we create awareness like we are doing right now. So we take the opportunity to say thank you to Metro for helping us do this. We create awareness because knowing early helps with the final outcome, meaning that early diagnosis is key for them to survive. We also support in terms of finances. When families are distressed because of the financial aspect, treatment goes on for a long time, at times 6 months, a year or 2. In our case, it took us about 8 months initially. Eventually, we did hospital for 2 years, just going up and down. So the cost is extensive. So we also support with the cost, and some are terminal. So we do counseling for the parents, the family, as well as palliative care for the child.
Wow.
So that's for what we do as Pwamang Child Cancer Foundation.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Let me ask you, John, do you think the community is doing enough to create enough awareness for people out there to know about childhood cancer?
The fact is this: the suffering and the emotional trauma families affected by childhood cancer go through is so huge that the support we offer them can nowhere match that.
Yeah.
It is why, as Lions and organizations, like the Weswamo Childhood Cancer Foundation, we do everything in our power because of the feeling we have for community, and because we are in the community and we know how distressed these families go through. We offer the necessary support in terms of increasing childhood cancer awareness. And so the whole of this month, we've been doing a lot of advocacy on childhood cancer, so policymakers, stakeholders, and everybody involved at least can understand that this should be a priority, health priority. Apart from this, we need to support those at the health institutions, those who are admitted, those families at the hostels who need some support. It's important that we offer them the needed support. And so as Lions, we would continue this advocacy with credible institutions like Weswamo. And so on Friday, we'll be in Ho to do a float to create awareness in the votary, because it's also one of the areas where a lot of cases come from. Apart from that, we'll be doing health screening, eye cancer health screening for children at the Ho Teaching Hospital on Saturday. And so we use this medium to encourage our listeners and viewers in Ho to avail themselves for this screening, because it's very important. Like Dr. Marietta said, early detection is key.
Okay, Doc, let me come to you. I'm so glad he mentioned you for the eye to check if there's cancer and so on and so forth. What are the most common cancer in children? The most common type of cancer in kids?
Okay, so when we talk about cancers can come as a mass, what you may see as a growth on a human being. Or we also have a category of cancers which are quite common in Ghana in children today, that is the blood cancer, what we call the leukemias. Currently, it used to be that the cancer of the eye, what we call the retinoblastoma, was the most common tumor kind of, that's a mass kind of tumor that we see in children. But now we are seeing a type of blood cancer we call the acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is coming up as the commonest type of childhood cancer we are seeing in Ghana now.
With a big name like that, I can feel it's dangerous.
Dangerous, yes, it is dangerous. Good news is that we can cure it in Ghana.
Okay, that's the good news. Okay, that's good. But Gloria, over the years you've been doing this, how do you get your support?
So I'll first of all like to say thank you to all those who supported us during our welfare visit on Saturday with the Lions. We are very grateful. So mostly we get support from family, friends, and we also use social media to raise funds. At times we have, we go for, when they are recommended, mostly if the families are distressed, we have a number we put out there that they could call us on. So we do our initial checks and make sure that the person is at the hospital and is challenged when it comes to finances. So when we become aware of that, at times we take the photograph of the child and then we solicit for funds particularly for that child. Otherwise, we also do fundraising once a year so that people can support to raise funds. Apart from that, we also provide milk supplements for them. Those who are on chemotherapy, they always have challenges with feeding. So to be able to provide that, we also put it up on social media so that people can support by helping us buy it, because it's costly. Most of the parents, they come from out of Accra, so it becomes difficult for the caregiver to work. So they always need our support in terms of finances.
What type of milk?
We have Pediasure and Ensure milk supplements.
There
are supplements that the doctors recommend for them when they have feeding challenges. At times they are not able to feed, doctor will explain better, but at times they put tubes through their nose so they can avoid the chutes. But those ones we supply to the hospital so that they can have it there instead of asking the parents to buy, which most of the time they are not able to buy.
Doc, can you add more to that?
Okay, so the effect of cancer treatment on the children, chemotherapy has side effects. So yes, there's the feeding, there are some medications that we give that can actually irritate the stomach. There are phases of treatment where the child may lose appetite. And generally, nutrition is just such a big bane in pediatrics, generally for children. We need them to have enough and good nutrition so that they can grow well. So the fact that they are having chemotherapy doesn't mean that they should miss out on their nutrition. So that's another part of treating children with cancer that is important.
You mentioned it has a cure.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so take us to some of the things, because having a cure is good news. So take us to, before we come back to the activities that will happen in Ho, then we'll take the number that parents or people watching can also call to help and support. So what are the treatments apart from chemo?
Every cancer has individualized treatment plans.
Okay.
Depending on what we find at the time of diagnosis. Let me say that even though we are saying that it's treatable and it's curable, it is not a simple journey for the parents.
Yeah.
I think one of the things we want to put out there is that the reason why childhood cancers are curable, for instance, the cancer that I mentioned, the leukemia that is commonest, it takes us about 3 years to complete treatment. The thing we've been saying, and what we are advocating for particularly this year, is that early detection
yeah,
is what we need. When we are saying that we want early detection, it means that we want parents to be able to notice and request for referral when they are having symptoms of illnesses. This is the thing about some of our cancers. They will present with a fever, an anemia, generalized weakness, something as subtle as the child used to walk on one limb and now begins to limp on the other. Child used to use the right hand more, now is using the left hand more. We want parents to request for further referral if they think that they are not getting answers from wherever they are being treated. True. So yes, we want the community to be aware. We want our health facilities to be more conscious of them and to know that we are there are facilities available where they can call and receive help.
Okay, now to the Volta region, what are the activities lined up?
So Wednesday will be at the whole Central Market.
That's tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Whole Central Market to create awareness. We'll be there with market queens. I mean, our mothers are there. They should know about childhood cancer. So they identify symptoms early and then seek medical attention. We'll be at the Lorry Park on Thursday. On Friday, we'll be having a float with school children and teachers through the principal streets of Ho. On Saturday at the Ho Teaching Hospital, we'll be having the eye screening. Okay. And so please come around.
Should come in their numbers.
Come in your numbers. Yeah. Let's talk about childhood cancer. Let's screen, and so we can save the life of children, because one death is too many.
One death is too many. Gloria, the number. Then you give us a final message to parents watching or any guardian watching.
Okay. Thank you. So you can call us on 055 594 5515. 055 594 5515. You can call us to support, or you can call if anybody needs help, especially in the regions. Mostly at times moving to the regional hospital is challenging. You can call for us to support. And to parents, I'll say that mostly we brush off our children when they complain of pain anyway. With cancers, the way it begins, the pain is not sharp, so it's like the child can still continue with their normal daily activities. But the moment they keep complaining of pain at the same place for long, and you even go to the hospital and they are treating something you are not sure of, you have to change the hospital or seek for a second opinion. So on that note, I would like to say a very big thank you to Metro TV for having us, and to all those who continue to support West Swamo. We are also on social media at West Swamo. The spelling is WESOAMO, Westwam.
Thank you very much, Gloria.
And thank you to
Lions John and Marietta. Thank you very, very much for coming this morning and telling us more about that. So this is where we end today's show. My name is Marietta Appeadu Mensah. Up next is Good Morning Ghana with Dr. Randy Abbey. Enjoy the rest of our programs.